What's going on, guys? Roadkill here. Eternity Rocket Raccoon, and season 1.5's gone on long enough to where I think all the characters have settled into their respective proper spots. Um, and today I got with me a guest. His name is Jin on PC on Raw Rivals. He's in Diamond, and so I decided it'd be a good idea to have him on because I can say all day long what's good all the way up in eternity, but what works in eternity might not necessarily you know work and be the exact same down in diamond or plat or GM or whatever. So yeah, say what's up, Jin.
What's going on, guys? It's Jin on PC. I play Star Lord, Squirrel Girl, Spider Man. I religiously try to climb out of Diamond 1. I've reached GM3, but I can't stay there for some odd reason because everybody and their fucking mother's up there. So let's start off with the whole video, shall we?
Yeah. All right. So who should we start? I at this point in the game, I don't think anyone's in F tier. Oh wait, why is D right there? Second.
Yeah, I mean, there's no really bad character in this game where everybody can look at it and be like, oh, he's bad or she's bad.
Yeah, that being said, my eyes immediately locked on.
No, no.
Well, okay,
She's at least D tier.
we can adjust. No, I'm not putting her in F tier. But yes, Wanda is D tier. Actually, let me see if anyone else is in there real quick. We'll see. We'll see. I got my eye on this guy. Anyways, Wanda. I don't know. There's not really like much to say. Like she's just kind of she doesn't really do anything good. Like okay, let's go through her abilities like one by one. Her little escape tool, that thing that turns her intangible, it's not really that good because it's really slow and you can essentially just
No,
you can track her. You can just like watch her wherever she's going and then kill her the moment she comes out. But she can do like a second
quite
one.
literally.
Yeah, like but she can do a second one immediately after, but who cares? You just follow her again and then kill her, and then you kill her. So I don't think her movement ability is good at all. Her little life steal thing, sorry, that's just not good either. It just takes too long, and if her target's getting healed at all, she's never killing anyone. She does have a burst ability, that little what's it called? Whatever that burst thing is. It does a bit of damage, and she's got like a little like 0.2 second stun, which can be good for um I don't know. Like I've never like got like died and it was because of the Wanda stun. But she does have a fairly okay kit. But being fairly okay in a game like Marvel Rivals where Loki can teleport, go invisible, and place down 3 immortality fields, like being okay is just not good enough.
Yeah, so my thoughts on Wanda is she has a worse version of everybody else's kit. When
Oh,
she goes invisible to use her movement ability, you can see the dot, right?
yeah.
You can see where she's going. And she can't move fast, so she can either float or just drop straight to the ground. There's two options, right? So her movement ability is garbage. The one saving grace she has for me is actually her concussive ability, which is the
The
little
stun.
dome she puts because yep,
Yeah.
because it can actually pull people out of their ult. Like as a Spider-Man, I've
Oh, it
actually
stuns
gotten pulled out
people?
of my ult.
Or I mean it takes
Yeah,
you out of
it
your
it
ult?
pulls whatever you're in, whatever you're doing, it'll take you out of it.
I
That's
didn't
her
know
one
that.
saving grace.
I didn't know that.
If she didn't have that, I would put her in F tier.
No, I even like I still don't think she'd be that bad to go in F. F means
No,
like
I mean
just
seriously, she's unusable. In Diamond and GM, she's unusable. Like you're gonna get punished so hard, and there's so many better options.
I really am just like of the
Like
I
mid
just
ranks, this is a throw pick.
I genuinely don't think anyone in the game is F tier, but uh it's whatever. She's bad at the end. That's all.
No, I
Um,
mean, her concussive ability also gets, like, 3 hits before it goes away, so it could concuss you 3 times if you're in the dome.
yeah. All right, but either way, we both agree she's in D tier. Who is up next? We just go through the list. No, no, no. I'm thinking about him. One second though. Okay. Johnny. I might put Johnny in C tier if I change my mind. But honestly, Johnny Storm, like everyone was scared of this character when he first came out because in these like character reveal trailers, they'll try and make these characters look as good as possible. So everyone thought that just the damage output of Firestorm, the combination with like Storm and Johnny's ultimate would just put out so much DPS that would kill through Luna's ult. But it turns out that's not even really true. um it just lasts long enough to the point where it just outlasts Luna's ult and it kills you afterwards. So it like Firestorm can't even kill through Luna ult. And even if it could, Johnny, like having a Johnny on the team, like how should I say this? Having an like a alt combo that kills through Luna ult, if it did, would not balance out how bad Johnny is. It wouldn't be worth it because there's like 50 people who can kill through Luna ult. Okay, not 50, like half the cast can kill through Luna ult. So wasting two alts to do that and having Johnny on the team, is just it doesn't like the Firestorm. It wouldn't be worth it. Is the point? Um, so to talk about his kits, he does damage, but he doesn't really have like anything that will like kill you. It's just like a whole lot of overtime damage. He's got a shotgun and the pellets spread, but the thing is, this character wants to be like in the air far away. So that ability is like pretty much automatically useless. I've never had like a Johnny Storm on the enemy team, and I'm like, oh, guys, we're just sit AFK and spawn, just go next. Like, no one's scared of like a Johnny Storm. I'm gonna be honest, most of his kid, honestly, he's just like feeding supports ult charge. That's my opinion on him.
Okay. I think he's actually really good for tank busting. People just don't have the brain cells to use him. I would actually put him in C tier because if you stay in the back line as Johnny and they're running dive, you can save your supports. That shotgun melts through Hulk, melts through Venom, but people play Johnny Storm like he's gonna go and kill some DPSs. He's not. Overall, his kit is pretty weak. It doesn't make sense because he has aerial movement with close range damage. I get the dive that he has is strong, but I've never died to it ever in my life. He's a victim to 2 out of the 3 characters I play. So I'm
Yeah.
not yeah, I would put him in D.
So, and here's the thing, like okay, so you played Johnny Storm, right? But Hell is one of the most picked DPS in the game right now. It's like
Dink, dink, dink. Good night.
yeah, exactly. Black Widows are gonna get to her. I used to think she was bad, but yeah, Black Widows like picked a lot in the game. I think does Mantis have a hit scan? I think she does, or is that a projectile?
It is. I think it's almost hit scan because it hits like halfway across the map instantly.
Okay, so I think Mantis has it. So even like one of the supports can do the job, and like Punisher is good too. The thing is, they're like three hits, or Hela and Punisher at the very least are picked really often. And so you could like get away with running Storm, or where is she? I don't see her. Yeah, here she is. You can get away with running Storm because the damage output that she does um counterbalances the risk of playing her into like Halo or Punisher. So like it's like if you can like make Storm work, then it's fine like running her into not ideal, but you can make it work. With Johnny Storm, with Johnny Storm, he's not killing anyone before the Hello or the Punisher can do it. He literally just can't. Um, so just in this meta and with just how Underwhelming Johnny is like there's just no space for him. Um, Next up, let's see, who do we got? Who else belongs in D tier? I actually don't think anyone else belongs in D tier, but we'll go through this real
Um,
quick. I don't think Penny. I don't think Penny goes in D tier. I think she's bottom of C. I don't think she's D tier. I
I
know.
would actually put Penny in B tier.
B tier. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else in the cast goes in D tier. Well, like we can always just go back, but all right. Who's the first person in C tier? Let's see.
C tier might be looking a little empty because
Yeah, I'm
we go from
saying.
shit characters to amazing characters.
Yeah.
I would put Hulk in C tier.
I'm not putting Hulk in C. I cannot in good conscience put
In
Hulk.
my ranks, I would put Hulk in C tier.
We'll see. Yeah, I think C tier might be like empty. I think you're right. The only one I could think about is
The thing
no,
is
no,
C
no,
tier
no,
for
no,
me.
no. He's not. I'm not putting things. All right, we'll start with Penny, and you can make your case for why she should go into B tier. Firstly, I think Penny. I just recently learned that in her web, she's got this like regeneration thing, and so her mines, while they're like placed onto her web, they're invisible, and she can like stack like five of them there and just like one shot pretty much any squishy. I think even tanks if she stacks enough on it. But I could be wrong in that.
Yeah.
But either way, she does have
No,
like
you're
this like
right.
surprise factor, um, like going on, and she can do a bit of damage. She's got some mobility. She's really good against dive. She could stun anyone out of. Yeah, the more I talk about it, the more she sounds like a C plus tier character.
Yeah.
Um, but the thing is, sh she's a huge hitbox. You pretty much have to try to miss her when you're shooting at her, and like she just melts. Like if two people are shooting at her, she's gonna die. She's got no way of protecting herself. She's essentially just like a beefier DPS who can't really do damage outside of her mind. She feels like a character that's gonna be really good when more like sentinel type characters like her come out, with like more people who are just good at locking down a point. But she does have her uses on a couple maps, and she's always got her uses when you're being dove. But considering the people I'm gonna be putting in B tier, I don't really feel comfortable placing her higher than this. She's got her uses, but I don't really. She's just got too big of a weakness, and it's just her giant hitbox and low amount of damage with her primary fire.
For me, her saving grace is her web CC. I've seen that web CC save teams from some of the worst alts in the game.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it does go up pretty fast, doesn't it?
yeah, it's I mean it's really quick and it has infinite range. So it can go anywhere you want. I've seen it stop Wanda ults, Strange ults, Groot ults, Spider-Man ults. What else? Well, it's not Jarvis, but Iron Man ults.
Oh,
Jarvis clipped
one
it.
more thing for the sake of Penny. I have seen a playstyle on her where she essentially just flanks and goes into like a little room and makes it like just an impenetrable fortress. Anyone who tries to go in there obviously gets blown up by the mines, and she's got her own self healing with the webs. In that kind of scenario, I might be willing to put her in B tier, and I might move Penny up. Uh, in complete honesty.
But we should be objective and not base it like, oh, the team up is good, this is good. We should just be based off the character kit
Oh,
and
she does.
average gameplay. So I would agree that she is in C tier.
Yeah, and so the thing about her CC, she has to be alive to do it. This like sorry, she just dies. Um
And her ult is really underwhelming. Really underwhelming.
yeah, I like have you ever been like
It's spider time. Me,
just
me, 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 me.
yeah, you're just in overtime, and you're like, "Oh guys, we're about to lose. We need an ult to save us or stall the points and more of us can get back in time." What's that? What? Oh, it's just Penny's ultimate. Okay. And then she she just get like stunned in like
Dies in 3 milliseconds.
yeah. Um, Not to disrespect Queenie. I
He
think
deserves that spot.
I
He
think she's got
deserves
her
it.
she's got her uses, but like she's not the character that I don't feel comfortable putting her in B tier. Anyways, let's move on. Does anyone else go in C? I really don't think so.
Um,
Am I missing?
Scroll
I
down.
Oh yeah.
No, no, no. Yeah, no, dude. No.
Uh, So here's the thing. Iron Man got buffed. Um, I'm okay. We'll start off B tier with Iron Man. This is in order. I think Johnny. What do you think? Do you think Johnny's better than Wanda, or do you think Wanda's better?
Wanda.
Yeah. Okay. I actually agree. She does have invulnerability, even if it's bad. She does have an auto lock, and she does have an ult that can pull through. Yeah,
Perfect support ult.
she actually has the ult that can kill through support ults. So yeah, she's
Yeah.
actually just. Anyways, yeah, we'll start off with Iron Man. So here's the thing about Iron Man. He did get buffed. His like Unibeam, I think does like 20 more DPS than it did before, or something like that. But his Gamma team up got nerfed. So what essentially this means is base Iron Man's better, and he really doesn't even need Hulk anymore. But if he did have Hulk, you could just put him here. To be honest, I think they gave him another buff recently to where even if he misses, when he misses his repulsor blast and it like AOE's on the ground, that actually does more damage than a direct hit. So it looks like they're trying to like put him into a category of just spamming down on like super clustered teams, and I think he'll have like a really good use. And of course, he does have an ultimate that can just one shot through anything. You just it like he does have a weakness. He's just standing there, but you just Magneto bubble him and he's good. Same with Wanda.
True.
You know, Wanda's actually often played with Magneto, and that buffs Magneto. Like most of the time when Wanda's being played, it's with Magneto. And so if she's ulting, Magneto's usually buff. I'm putting her in C tier. I'm not gonna lie. Just because
I've
you,
just grabbed her so many times out of her ult because the Magneto bubble doesn't last throughout her ult.
we'll see. Nothing's set in stone. So if we want to like put Wanda down, we can. But in all, yeah, I'll do like that. Anyways, but yeah, so you can just Magneto Iron Man through his ult so that he's just like not vulnerable the entire time. He just like any defensive ult, he's like just good. He's just like good overall. The only thing is Hela and Punisher are really good right now, and so just Iron Man, like healers can't be looking up at all times, and so eventually you're gonna get caught lacking. And but yeah, I think Iron Man's entire kit is just like really good, and his only flaw is that better characters are just his direct counters, and they're just meta right now. Or not better characters. His direct counters are meta right now. And so that's literally his only the only thing keeping him out of like A tier consistently, in my opinion.
I would agree. I would agree he's B tier, but I mean, you're right with the Gamma team up. He is A tier. I still think he is very strong alone.
Yeah,
As a Spider-Man, I try to dive him. If he's getting a lick of healing, he's probably unkillable. You know, like I can't do anything.
his raw
But if he's
his
not getting healing, he's a victim.
yeah,
Like your team has to be staring at you for you to get decent value, and that doesn't go for every character.
yeah. Yeah, dude, Iron Man's good. There's not really much else to say about him. Who else goes in B tier? Moon Knight. A lot of people are saying he's like horrible C tier. I just completely disagree. He just puts out so much just raw damage numbers that you can he can get his ult sometimes fast, not even sometimes, just faster than most supports can. Um Khonshu is all right right now. The talents come out pretty slow, so you can pretty reliably live through it. But right now there's Loki who's meta, and so he gets ult charge off of the Loki clones, and so if Loki's being played, Moon Knight it's probably also gonna get played, and at that point he's just ulting every like 30 seconds, and it like his like he's gonna get one or like two people, and but yeah, Onks are really good. He doesn't have to aim at the people he's trying to kill.
Anything,
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, he doesn't have to aim at the people he's trying to kill as long as they're in there. His weakness is apparent. Like I haven't like really like sat there and taken a good look at him, but apparently he does have like a tank size hitbox, like a Doctor Strange size hitbox or like Thor. I didn't really know that because I never really like he's like pretty as big as Thor. But yeah, he's pretty wide, and so his weakness is that he is pretty easy to kill. Against like a dive comp, he just crumbles. There's really like nothing he
Yeah.
can do. Yeah, overall, I think Moon Knight's always pretty alright pick. I never like toss my hands in the air whenever I see a teammate pick him. Um,
I would put him top of C tier. I mean, it's only because if you're not
oh,
in
sorry,
the
yeah, I
Onk
forgot. I was.
zone, he's trash.
You do know that like say he's like shooting into a team, the onks like bounce
Onk
between.
follows you outside
No, if he's like just shooting directly at someone and it hits someone and their teammate's like close enough, it also um it bounces to his teammate and hits them as well,
through the Onk or just as regular fire.
just as regular.
I did not know that, but I will say people in my ranks, diamond, low GM, mid diamond, they literally run Moon Knight so they don't have to aim. That's it. I mean, I play Spider Man against Moon Knight. There's nothing he can do. Boom, he puts down his Ankh. I'm out of there. He's wasted an Ankh.
I
Like,
don't I don't think having a
no
counter.
escapability.
I don't think having a
It's
counter.
not that it's about the counter. It's also about the fact that, like, his kit doesn't allow you to do damage anywhere other than clustered groups. That's it. Like, you can be in a room and 1v1 somebody, they can just walk out of the room, right? And what are you gonna do? 2 Ankhs, 2 Ankhs, 2 Ankhs. They're gonna heal, come back, and kill you. He's gaining ult charge off of tanks and people sitting on, convoy, right? Like,
I
if you can
really
play
so
sneaky Ankhs if you can play sneaky Ankhs and, not die and get hella value, yeah, he's B tier. But the average Moon Knight is putting down his Ankh the first time he sees 2 people and dead, you know?
yeah, but here's the thing about that. You can say he's not B tier, but then he's not on the same tier as Penny. He's not on the same tier as a Wanda. Especially
True, I will give him that.
if you run him with the third best tank in the game right now. Um, he kills you even through Luna ult, even still. And so he does what Wanda does, but without having to like dance in the middle of the air for like 5 seconds straight. He's got some pretty all right mobility, and just even when he's not shooting out ons, he does. I just can't in good conscience put him in the same tier as these two.
I understand your argument. His combo ults are insane, but they were crazier and before the nerf, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
but before the nerf, he'd just be an A tier. I don't think he dropped from A to with these guys.
true, true. I
All
can
right.
agree with that, I guess. But I
Hmm.
would put him under Iron still.
It's
What
under
do you want to
Iron.
hear more? Maximum Pulse or Conchu? That's all I'm saying. With Maximum Pulse, at least you know there's a chance of 2 people dying for sure, you know?
Who would I rather have on my team? Moon Knight or Iron Man? I like both of these guys. I don't know. I could fucking coin flip and who cares?
Yeah,
Um,
they're probably at the same spot. It doesn't matter.
per whatever. You want to have him here? You want to have him here? Like I don't really care. Loki is meta, and so he's gonna be being played a lot. and so Moon Knight eats off of Loki. So for that specifically, I might put him above Iron Man because just because of how often he gets his ultimate, it's actually insane.
True. It's too quick.
Yeah. Next person in B tier, Cloak and Dagger. Um,
We don't
better
even need to discuss her. She's okay.
she's she's okay. In season like one, she was I'd have put her in A plus, but now
Yeah,
her
really strong.
yeah now her ult doesn't stack. I think she does her main form of healing got nerfed. I think the AOE on her healing got nerfed and the direct healing got buffed. So her like team healing got nerfed, but her like pocket healing got buffed. Uh, and so I didn't really know what to think about that, but a lot of Cloak and Dagger players just ended up not liking it at all. But to actually talk about the character, why she's in B tier, she's got pretty alright healing. In her cloak form, she's got like a mini version of what Wanda does. The lock isn't as strong, but it's still a lock at the end of the day. Not very much skill there needed. Then she's got that little purple Discord orb window thing that blinds people. That's really good. And it is for that reason only that I think she's a B tier. Because I actually just don't think her ultimate's that good. It's a healing ultimate, and healing ultimates will always be good. Um, but like her little pathways, they just disappear so quick. Like you'll just step in them like, all right, let me just stay here, I'll be safe for a second. You look down, it's already gone before you can finish your sentence. On top of that, it doesn't even give the best like heals per second. Like this is one of like the easier ults to kill people through. um yeah, she's good. She's got a healing ult, she's got like a damage increaser thing, a discord orb. She's okay. That's just my opinion on her. What do you think?
Yeah, it's correctly placed. She's not too good, not too bad. I will say it's a very consistent value pick. You can't really go wrong with a cloak and dagger unless you have, only one retractable thumb. But I mean, seriously, like auto lock, and then even her heals on while she's what is it, dagger? Which one's the white girl?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm guessing it's
dagger.
dagger. Like, she has to be more accurate now, as you said, to really heal people, and I've been seeing that affect healing in my ranks
No.
because the people who were picking her.
Her daggers, they auto track. They like track people.
Oh, I guess then, like, some people in my rank have found ways to make it unauto track people because I've seen people miss, bro. I've seen so many people miss, which I'm like, that doesn't make sense. It's so simple.
Hmm.
But
I think
she's
oh,
okay. She's
yeah.
incredibly okay.
She's incredibly okay. Yeah, I pretty much agree. Who else would go in B tier? Let's see. I might put Black Panther in B tier, but we'll come back to him. We'll see. Um,
In your ranks?
yeah, he's really like he's not. Well, I mean, B tier isn't bad. It's
Nah,
it's
but
pretty good.
is an Eternity Black Panther B tier? You gotta
Yeah,
think about it like that, because
yeah.
I'm
No,
thinking is a diamond.
yeah. I think he is.
Really?
Yeah, Magic's way more threat. We'll see.
Okay.
I might. I'm thinking about.
Mr. Fantastic, Mr.
Well,
Fantastic, Mr.
oh,
Fantastic B tier.
how did I forget?
Mr.
Where
Fantastic.
is he? Where'd he? Yeah, where'd he go? How do you like escape my sight, bro? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Mr. Fantastic slander. Sorry, bro. Trash ass character doesn't do shit. Long ass arms with no damage, bro. He's
uh,
just annoying. That's it. He
dude,
has
yeah,
no DPS capabilities.
the Mr. Fantastic players were like sweating while I was like scanning the who goes in C tier. Okay, let me be serious so I don't just like insult the character. I'm gonna give Mr. Fantastic, oh jeez, Mr. Fantastic's pretty good. Um, he can survive a very long time. He does pretty fair damage in his buff form. Um, he can hit you from pretty far away, but I've never like been in a game and lost because Mr. Fantastic was on the enemy team. Um, he's like another tank. He's like another off tank in the DPS category, but all the other off tanks just do way more damage than Mr. Fantastic, which is weird because he's in the DPS role. Like, okay, let's see. Um, Hulk, where's Thor? Thor, especially his Rune Awakening, Venom, all these like off
Yeah,
tanks
Venom for
do
sure.
just so much more damage than Mr. Fantastic. So he's an off tank in the DPS category who can't do DPS. So like, why are you playing Mr. Fantastic when you could just play any of these? Oh, the thing, yeah, the thing. Um, why are you playing any of these
So
other?
before you jump, all I'm gonna say is the only reason I should see Mr. Fantastic on my team is if they're running all dive and we're trying to run triple tank and replacing the tank with Mr. Fantastic. That's the only
Yeah,
reason.
for some reason you just can't play Vanguard, and I guess Mr. Fantastic's there, but
Like
he's
as a
not as
squirrel girl, he eats my bullets and then he die. He eats my nuts and dies. That's what he does.
um yeah, just there's and his ultimate um it's just not good. Like it could only ever be good if just everyone's used all of their like abilities and they just can't get away. And then he just like kind of slightly. Oh, it's actually his ult is actually really good in a very like small room because he doesn't have to go up as far, so it's just like a lot faster. That
Yeah,
is
low ceiling roof, I
yeah,
agree.
a low
I've
ceiling
seen that.
room. Yeah. And let me scan one more time to make sure I didn't miss anyone else. Miss anyone else in C tier? I don't think so. Anyone else in B tier? I'm debating putting
I would
current. I'll put him in B tier. Like, what do you think?
uh, I don't wanna boost up the Iron Fist main ego, but
I'll put
I would put him in A tier. I would, cause his survivability in, corner of the map scenarios or, like, backline scenarios is higher than any other divers.
Hmm. I think yeah, I do think he's better than these guys. I will put him in A tier.
Yeah.
But yeah, Iron Fist is good. A lot of people were kind of
The 3
scared.
blocks, they give you shield,
Yeah,
you know,
a lot of people were kind of
which is
scared.
just as much shield as Bucky gets.
Oh yeah, that is true. But a lot of people were scared when Iron Fist got that rework. A lot of people were thinking, "Oh, he got nerfed. He's not doing nearly as much damage. He's gonna just suck even worse now. He's gonna be if he did actually, he would have just been in F tier. Anyways, but I think he's actually a lot better now. He's got a lot more survivability. He's now like a another tank shredder. I think I saw like a comparison video with him and Wolverine, and they essentially just kill tanks at the same rate. When he's doing his little like speedy punches, he kills tanks at just at the same rate that Wolverine does. And so the thing is, you know what?
Hmm.
Do I want to?
So here's the
I'll
thing.
And I genuinely think Wolverine might be.
No.
um,
No.
we'll get there. We'll get there.
No.
But yeah, he's got a block, a self heal. He's just uh, there's no real flaws in his kit right now outside of. Is there a flaw in his kit? He's melee. Like I don't know. Like what?
I mean, they removed infinite flying. That was his like trump card. But even now, he can still
Well,
traverse the
he
map
should
like
have
almost nobody else.
he should have never had that in the first place. That was like a bug.
Yeah, like people are pulling out animation cancels, talking about yes, dude, new glitch. No, bro, you're exploiting the game.
Yeah, and his oh yeah, his ultimate, what's it called? Cheaper town. Well, he says cheaper town hall. That
Chief
just
Town Hall?
I've seen a bunch of clips of just Iron Fist just murdering tanks with that ult. They just melt like butter.
Yeah, survivability in cheaper town hall is absolutely fucking insane.
Yeah, and so there was a ulting Hulk. I think he get like 1,500 health or something like that. He was dead in like 2 or 3 seconds. It's actually insane the amount of damage he can put out on tanks.
It's pretty
Um,
crazy.
yeah. So Iron
I think
Fist is
he's good where he's at. Yeah.
yeah, Iron Fist is good. Let's see, Black Panther. So here's why I'm thinking about. I don't think Black Panther's as good as I like. I think Black. What do you think before I go on? What like why do you think he should go in A tier?
I just think his movement speed, the average player cannot react to it if you use him correctly. It's the same reason I would put Spider-Man in a higher rank. If you can use his movement speed properly, you are blitzing through enemies. If you understand cooldowns, you are blitzing through enemies. You just can't fight a Black Panther without a double counter. You can't. That's why I would put him in A tier. I mean, it's the same thing. Like as soon as you see a Black Panther, as soon as you see Iron Fist, as soon as you see a Spider Man, as soon as you see Venom, you're picking Namor. You know what I mean? Like if you're not picking Namor, you're kind of throwing. Either that or you're running a better anti dive or like better dive.
I will say Black Panther is better than
All three of them.
these three.
Yeah.
The only one I'm having like reservations about is whether or not he's better than Moon Knight. Um, like I feel like if like you like point a gun to my head, I'll say whatever. Black Panther's.
I mean, just imagine a 1v1 between Moon Knight and Black Panther. Who do
Well,
you
they're
really
not.
think
Well,
is speed versus the other?
they're not supposed. Like I'm just like what Black Panther is trying to do, and for like what Moon Knight's trying to do.
I get what you're saying. They're not the same role.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I'll put him in A tier for now. If I change
But I
my
mean,
mind.
I spent time before I learned Spidey. I spent time trying to learn Black Panther. The only
There it is, the Black Panther bias.
flaw, no. The only flaw in his kit, and I know it's a real flaw, is like the no regs. He gets no regs so consistently that it's almost not worth playing the character.
Okay.
No, no.
Um.
But that's just something the game should fix. That
Yeah,
has nothing to do with the
that's a
character.
bug as like when the character's working properly. Anyone else in who else goes in A tier? Let's see. I'll put Squirrel Girl in A tier.
Okay, this is me right here. Hold on, let me chime in.
Okay, sure.
Double CC, double jump, infinite reload. All right. Let me teach my average viewer about the infinite reload, okay? I'm sure you guys know that when you pop your cooldown reactivator, whatever the fuck you want to call it, your squirrel, your nuts, you put it in your mouth, you get a reload. But when you press Q to pull out your ultimate, you also get a reload cancel. Bet you didn't know that. When you press Q and then cancel it, you have a full mag again. You can keep doing that so you never have to reload until you pop your ult. When you pop your ult, you go right back to your squirrel nuts so you have more ammo. Like, are we she's not S plus tier. Make a new tier, bro. Make S plus tier, bro.
No.
Her
No,
output,
there's
dude, her damage output is insane. It's insane.
I
But
just
the only bad thing is the damage drop, or not damage, like her thing's not hit scan as it shouldn't be. It would be too OP. Um, yeah, if you have half a brain cell and decent aim, you can climb with her so easily.
yeah. Um so here are my thoughts on Squirrel Girl. She's great. Her damage output is amazing. Um her ultimate got a little bit better since the buff, but a lot of people just they do just like shoot it, but that just is often because of Squirrel
So
Girl.
let me, yeah,
We'll try and ult from across the map, and so at that point you're just kind of throwing. She
let me
does
educate the viewer real quick. Sorry to
okay.
interrupt you, but another tip for Squirrel Girl, right? Your ult is a one kill guarantee. If you hit a CC on any character and then you throw your ult out and shoot them with one acorn, they're dead. 300 health doesn't matter. 350 health doesn't matter. One acorn, you trap them, throw your ult from a mid range, and while the ult's going towards them, you shoot them with one acorn. That's a guaranteed one hit combo on anybody up to 400 health or 350 health. Sorry. Go ahead.
Up to 350. Got it. The more we talk about Iron Fist and Squirrel Girl, the less I think Black Panther deserves to be in the same tier as them. But yeah, let me talk about Squirrel Girl real quick. Her only flaw is that her acorns do have like travel time in an arc. You can just be as good on Squirrel Girl as you want, and the enemy could just get lucky and just like move out the way. Not even like even if they're not trying, they could just like alter the path they're going, like, so you can just like miss. um that's like really the only like, there's like everything about her kit's good. Just insane raw damage output. However, if your team doesn't like help you follow up on that damage, she is just going to be feeding the support's ult charge. um yeah, Torgo's good. Her CC is so good against
You
Venom.
can't use any movement ability
A
in the
huge
CC. Any
hitbox with
movement ability.
Venom. She can even stun the thing, who is for the most part CC immune, so that's also good. Yeah, Squirrel's good.
Mhm.
There's really not much else to say. Hulk.
And I
Oh,
have a million clips of me sniping people in the air with Squirrel Girl.
yeah, no, I can't in good conscience put Black Panther in the same tier as Hulk. I can't. I can't do it, bro. Dude.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. But I mean, at the same time, in my ranks, I put BP there. People just get speed blitz.
Dude, I can't. I
Not even
can't.
speed perception. Perception blitz.
Yeah, I will say Black Panther. My computer is not the best, so sometimes he actually just teleports on my screen because my FPS can't keep up with the speed. Um, I don't know. I just can't put him like in my rank. Black Panther's just doing a whole bunch of stuff, and then just everyone just turns around and shoots him, and so he just
Hey,
dies.
silly tickle monster. What are you doing?
Yeah, and so Squirrel Girl's attacking the back line from her back line, so she's not in danger like Black Panther is. Black Panther can't give out shields to his team like Hulk can, and he doesn't give Doctor Strange and Iron Man, one of the best team ups in the game. He doesn't like Black Panther's not shredding tanks like Luke. I want to call him Luke Hang. Iron Fist is.
Yeah,
um
that gotta be racist. That gotta be racist.
No. Yeah, I just can't in good faith put him in like in the same tier as these guys. Um, Next up for A tier, who else do we got? Let's see.
Spider Man. I would put Spider Man in A tier.
Spider-Man, I will put at the bottom of A tier right now. He did get that dude. I saw the buff. I was like, who cares? His web cluster got a point 0.5. It was enough, I guess. Spider-Man's good.
Yeah.
He can one second.
But while you do that, I'm just gonna quickly speak on Spider Man.
Sure.
What where shall I start on this beautiful,
Oh
gorgeous
my god,
character?
bro, there's like heart bubbles floating around him.
Ah,
Dude, be objective when you talk about
anyways.
him.
Okay. He has two versions of his pull. You can pull people towards you, and you can pull yourself towards people. They're both just as useful as each other. You can get speed blitzed by a Spider-Man. You can get pulled off by a Spider-Man. You can get CC'd out of your ult by a Spider-Man. You can go halfway across the map in one swoop motion as Spider-Man. One motion to go to the enemy spawn is insane. Yeah, you have to learn the animation cancel, but you know, don't be trash. He's an insanely good character. His mobility and his escapability make him A tier. The only thing, if he had 275 health, he would be OP. I have to be honest. Just that extra 25 health makes him OP. And that should just go to tell you how good of a character he is. If 25 health makes a character too unkillable, he's OP. With the Venom team up, uh, outside of any healing, they're getting one-shotted. Yeah,
With the Venom team up,
nothing
he'd
at
be
all.
A plus tier.
Yeah.
But I mean, he is often well. I wouldn't. No, no. The characters that I have an A plus tier, no, he would not be A plus tier.
Based off aura, though, if you see a Spider-Man on your team who has like a Lord icon, you're like, okay, this guy is either absolutely nutty, or absolutely eating on nuts. No in between.
Okay, so Spider Man is good. He's got a wait. Does he have? He can stop Doctor Strange's portal, right? Yeah, he can
Yeah, he
pull. He can
can
pull. Yeah,
get over here out of anything.
yeah. He can pull people
He
off
can even
map.
stop the thing. He can wrap the thing up for like 1 second. He doesn't pull him, but he stops him. Like he CCs him.
Huh. Yeah, he can pull people off maps. His travel speed mobility is unmatched by anyone in the game. He does have a weakness of he has like a loop like with his abilities that like if he fails, he just kind of has to go away for a couple seconds. I can't put him like in the same tier as these guys either. I'm gonna be honest. Like okay,
Mm-mm.
with Venom, I'll put him in A, and most of the time, he is being run with Venom. But outside of that, I wouldn't put him
So I mean, think about it like this: do any of the characters you see on the roster currently defeat Spider-Man,
to any of the
and
characters.
just a fair and balanced one-on-one, or that can like chase him? Do you think any of them beat Spider-Man?
Nobody down here beats. Well, Spider-Man's not beating Penny. It would just take
Right,
too
but
long.
if I wanted to pull Penny Parker halfway across the map, I could do
Oh
that.
yeah, you could. Um, I don't know. I just like I don't think like Spider-Man's just neutral game is like as strong as just these guys. Um,
I just think the fact that you have to have two healers turn around to look at him to not die is enough value for the team to just take over. Because it's 1 for 2. It's always 1 for 2. Every time I'm playing Spider-Man, there's two people looking at me.
okay, so I'm gonna talk about Spider-Man's weaknesses and his strengths, and then we'll decide. Spider-Man cannot be played if Namor's on the enemy team. So if we're gonna run Spider-Man, you either have to ban Luna Snow or you have to ban Namor. Um, Most of the time, it's also pretty necessary for you to run Venom with him, and he does have a fighting loop where if he's got like all these abilities that are on a super long cooldown, and if he messes that up, he essentially just has to go away for a couple seconds for all that stuff to recharge. Um, so those are his weaknesses. His strengths are his amazing speed. Um, he can pull people off maps. His ultimate is really, really good. Can usually kill pretty much any squishy, and if it's damage boosted, it's pretty much guaranteed getting 2 to 3 kills. Um, yeah, so I think he's like good overall. He's got a very low lows and very high highs. And I don't think there's such thing as a middle ground Spidey because his middle ground like how do you even play like a middle ground Spidey? Because Spidey has one shots. He can pull people off the map. I don't even think a middle ground Spidey exists. I'm gonna be completely honest. Either he
Yeah, he
does.
kind of doesn't. As learning Spider-Man, I was really shit until I wasn't.
Yeah. Um. So personally, with Venom, he goes into A tier because he's got an easy one shot combo, and without him, I'd put him in B tier. Um,
I would still put him above Squirrel Girl though, personally.
I think Spider-Man has too much like the in order for Squirrel Girl to do the same stuff that Spider-Man's doing, she's just in
She's
no
a
risk.
stare down. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got like no risk to it. And Spider-Man has like you can die. You can just like instant die. Like so like Spider-Man and Squirrel Girl are doing the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
thing.
max risk.
Spider-Man and Squirrel Girl are doing the same thing, except Squirrel Girl's in no danger to do it.
True, 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 true.
Next person I'm
I
putting
will
in
give
A
you that.
tier, Adam Warlock. I pretty much everyone used to think he was like bad, bottom of B, top of C, maybe.
Soul bond.
I think
You don't need any other reason, brother. Soul bond.
well,
Holy shit.
Like, where would I put him? Like,
Like, he just stares down everybody. There's this new wave of Adam Warlocks going around just staring down Magnetos with Soul Bond. It's very auralicious, but at the same time, like,
yeah.
ye do something. Do something.
So Adam Warlock, I'm considering putting him in A plus, but I'm gonna leave him in A for now. Adam Warlock, he's got two instant health regen abilities, or he's got one health regen ability that he can use twice, and then he has Soul Bond, which heals everyone. So he's technically got three total. He's got that res like on himself if he ever dies. I think that's on like a 40-second cooldown or something like that. Or it's either
30.
40 or it's 30.
Mhm.
Wow, that's even better than I thought. Um, yeah, so he's got like a self
So he
revive.
basically gets, 3 or 4
If
per every 2-minute point.
Yeah, and if you've got a Star Lord on your team, who by the way is A plus tier without Adam, um,
Muhehehe.
yeah, um, yeah, Adam, he's got that. He's essentially just like a mini Hela that can also just heal his entire team. And his res,
Quite literally.
I think his res is actually the weakest part of his kit. If I'm going to be completely honest,
Agreed, agreed.
like it can revive the whole team, but he has to be close enough to the enemies. For like whenever an Atom reses, in my experience, he usually dies. And if he doesn't and he revives like the entire team, they usually die. There's never been like a game changing Atom res for in my experience. Usually whenever an Atom res is good, like one or two people will be dead in the middle of a fight, and the Atom will just use his ult to like res that one person or those two people. Um People like Adam Warlock players trying to get like a game save, like a team, like a 5-man res, those guys, that's just like a horrible way to do it. I'm gonna be completely honest. But anyways, yeah, I think his ultimate is the ironically the weakest part of his kit. He's just good everywhere else. He's great everywhere else. Yeah, Adam Warlock's great. Who else am I gonna put in A tier? Let's go through this real quick. I'll put Magic in A tier. I'm not
This is
putting her.
probably gonna be the biggest tier. Yeah, this is gonna be the biggest tier
Yeah,
out of all of them.
Mantis. I will also. Where am I put Mantis? Move out of the way, Iron Fist. Um, do I put her above Iron Fists? I will. I will. Um, Mantis is great. She's got a sleep, damage boosting. Her heals are kind of lackluster a little bit, but she's got a defensive ult. Um, there really isn't anything bad about her kit aside from just having low health herself. Outside of her sleep, she doesn't have very much ways to defend herself.
Mobility.
She does have
Her ult
great,
is probably for me is really good
yeah,
too.
giving it the entire team um speed plus shield is great. I think it's a slightly better version of Captain America's ult.
Yeah.
Do I put Adam or Mantis high? I think I honestly put Adam higher.
I would rather have a Mantis on my personally. Her healing output is greater.
Yeah, I feel like that. I did. This is in order, by the way. And if it is in order, no, I'll keep Hulk there. I'll keep Hulk there.
No, no.
No. No, because
I
you're gonna run him with because here's the thing, Hulk doesn't get banned anymore because like there's so many
agree.
good characters in the game. You literally just don't have the liberty of banning Hulk anymore. You have to ban Wolverine. You have to ban Hela. Um, Sometimes Star Lord's you have to ban Bucky, and you have to either ban Groot or Strange. You literally do not have the luxury of banning Hulk anymore. And so Hulk's on the team. Iron Man's great, and Strange is even greater. Um, oh, Captain America. Where do I put him?
B tier. B tier.
No. I okay. Well, okay. Let's talk about Captain
High
America.
B tier. First on B tier. He's
let's
almost A if he had a little bit greater damage output.
let's talk about Captain America real quick. Captain America got a lot of buffs recently. So he's essentially the best diver in the game right now. Um, I mean, is Venom? No. Um,
No. No.
so here's the thing. His like shield throw, I think it's called Vibranium Energy. Yeah, that's it. Vibranium Energy Saw. It's a lot faster. His DPS is just so much better right now. He can shield himself while he's jumping. He can punch you in the air without being forced to slam. He got a lot of quality of life changes that just makes him so good. His speed, like on like a dive, even outside, like if he's just the other tank and he's just in the back line of the enemy, like a proper like Captain America, just playing good. Like what flaws does he have? Like the only time Captain America is bad is if you're trying to be the second like frontline tank to protect your team. Um, and his ultimate is a second is another support ult that just gives anyone who's in that little trail he leaves behind, it gives everyone I think like an extra 200 shield or something like that, or is it 300? Either way, it gives 2 to 300 shield, and so that can like keep his team alive through a lot of things so that other supports don't have to use their defensive ults. I really there's just no flaws in his kit, and if I'm gonna be completely honest, I'd put him like there. I'd put him above Spider-Man. That's where I'd put him.
Um,
What's
I just
your
think he's
opinion?
extremely punishable. He's extremely punishable. For the characters I play, Star Lord, Spider Man, and Squirrel Girl, just aim for the feet. Everybody, stop aiming for the fucking shield. Stop aiming for his head. Just aim for his feet, guys.
All right,
It's
well,
not that difficult.
let's go through it. How does Johnny Storm punish him?
He doesn't get hit by him. That's that's how he punishes it. He's not in his
How does
hitbox or range.
how does Wanda punish him?
Suck,
Pen
suck, suck,
Pen
sucks.
well, she's not killing him ever.
True.
Penny does
But she
punish him.
can, however, she can do like she can CC him
The
to where he's
point
standing still for
the
quite some
point I'm uh, getting out getting at is no one on this list besides maybe Squirrel Girl can punish Captain America. Well, not maybe. Besides Squirrel Girl can punish Captain America.
I agree, but at the same time, he's not that threatening. Like you're never gonna cower in your boots because you see a Captain America.
Here's the thing: you
You
play
can
Squirrel
get off,
Girl who
get
stuns
off,
Cap.
get off.
You play Squirrel Girl who stuns Cap. You play Spider Man who also like he's faster than Cap. Everyone you play is not a Cap victim. So
Yeah, maybe that's just it.
I think your view on Cap is a bit skewed because he is a threat to the rest of the team.
Maybe I can understand that.
Oh, Jeff. Um, n- no, we're gonna get to Jeff because you guys are gonna listen to what I have to say, bro. Okay. Who? Anyone else go in A tier? No, no. I'll put. Hmm. All right, something about like this order here just got me. I don't think. Hmm. I don't think Mantis is better than. Something about Mantis, dude. Do I feel like that? I think I genuinely feel. I think
You're
I feel like this. I'm gonna be honest.
gonna put her in B tier. Oh, you
I'm
want to
not
put
putting her.
Iron Fist above Mantis?
I don't know.
You think
I
Iron Fist is better than Captain America?
yes. Yep.
Maybe it's the rank disparity because I do not have the same opinion.
Um. Next, yeah, A is gonna be flooded right now. We'll get Wolverine. I'm not putting because S or A plus tier has where is he? Where's my guy? Has this guy in it, and Wolverine is not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But Black Widow is in A tier or top of B. Would I put him?
Top of B, top of B, top of B, top of B.
Yeah, I'll say she's top of B
A
right
lot
now.
more one shots. Hawkeye can one shot, you know. I
But
would
we
actually
thought
put Hawkeye right in front of Black Widow, actually,
no.
to be honest.
Hawkeye's A plus.
Ugh.
Yeah. So Black Widow, great character. These days she's got some pretty. She got a what is it? An ammo. She got more ammo in her gun. She's got like a kick stun that you cannot counter it. Anyone tries to dive her, she could just stun you. She's got like a combo that can kill I think any squishy. Um, I seen that on some YouTube videos and some TikToks. Her plasma
Oh, yeah,
burst,
the kick combo?
yeah, her
Mm.
plasma burst sucks by itself, but with any type of damage boost like Rocket or Luna, she could one shot with it. Any squishy anyway. Yeah, she's just good. She's a lot better than most of the player base thought at first. Um, but there are just comparison syndrome. Hell is better. Hawkeye's better. Anyone else in A tier? Let's see. Hmm.
No, let me not say Invisible Woman.
The thing.
Say The Thing, yeah, probably bottom A tier for me.
Do I think he's
Bottom.
better? Do I think he's
Yeah.
better than Iron Fist? Clobbering time is really good. Um, his stun of like diving characters is really good. His brawling capability is good. He's just better than Hulk, base to base, but Hulk does have just better team ups overall. Am I gonna these four like you can just get coin toss. I don't care really too much. Like yeah, the one, two, three, four, like these. That's what I really feel about them. Do I think Iron Fist is better than the Thing? No, I don't. Oh God, this that's so hard. I don't know. I'll have the
Gee,
Thing
I
there.
know, dude, I'm thinking. Yeah,
Um,
just leave him there. He's okay in A tier. He's somewhere in A tier. I just feel like it's so easy to throw with him, though.
yeah, it is. But if you have like a Magneto, oh my God, if you have a Magneto, oh my gosh,
Well,
if
yeah, but if you have a Magneto, half your fucking team is being enabled. That
no,
stop this silly talk.
what I'm saying is if you have a Magneto, the Thing, like say you have like Strange and the Thing that usually can't work, but Magneto and the Thing does.
Yeah, bubble while he fucking charges. That's pretty.
No, the reason why it can't work is because it's very common for just Doctor Strange's shield to be completely destroyed, and at that, like when Doctor Strange's shield is destroyed, he can't defend his team, and the Thing is off doing who knows what. Um, so not so Magn so Magneto's just better to be with the Thing in general. Also playing these two counters Wolverine hard. You know, I'm doing it. I'm speaking my truth. I am. Let's see, where do I put Wolverine? Is that right?
Extremely punishable. Extreme. I
Eh,
would put him top of B tier.
he's somewhat no, I'm not putting him in B tier. He's not. No, his ultimate's too good. His ultimate is too good.
His ultimate is also very missable, even for the best of the players. Very missable.
You could drag people out of Susan Storm with Wolverine and kill any squishy. He takes tanks out of.
And then you
He's a
could also
tank.
pick up everybody and still miss everybody. Like right in front of their face. It's the hitbox for his ult that makes me not want to put him in A. I mean, I get it. He's a tank buster, but same thing again. Squirrel Girl's doing more damage halfway across the map, bro.
Yeah, and Wolverine does have to.
He'd stand
He
there and eat shit for like
yeah,
5 minutes to kill one tank.
Wolverine has no neutral. And he like his only use is that setup. Um,
I wouldn't put him in A tier, bro. Especially with the amount he's banned, nobody even knows how to play him properly.
uh, do I think Hulk's better?
Yes. Dude,
I
Hulk
don't think
is
he's,
better.
I think he's
I
somewhere in this range.
Yeah, but I know for me in my ranks he's in B2. I think people just see too many TikTok videos and think Hulk like everybody's a victim to Wolverine. He's not. They're not.
All
They're
right, so
not.
we're gonna talk about Wolverine. Wolverine does have a winning condition, and if he lands it just consistently, he's S tier. However, the Thing and Magneto are in the game, and most often, tanks are Wolverine's target. But if you have the Thing and you have Magneto, no one's a victim to him. And
Yeah,
at that point,
Wolverine proof bot team.
at that point, you get Wolverine proof your team. At that point, he's worthless. Um, However, if for some reason you have a Wolverine on your team and the enemy team just doesn't run Magneto in the Thing, he can start getting some work done. In a
Yeah,
against a
yeah.
one tank comp, he's also similarly not too good. Um, because if there's one tank, it's usually just like three DPS or three healers, and if there's three healers, the tank's gonna live through whatever Wolverine wants to do to him. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Do I put him above? I put him above Spider-Man for sure. I put him above Cap.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Do I put him above
No,
Cap?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't put Captain America
Yeah, Captain
because
America has a
even
much.
if Captain America is being run into a very silly team, he can still get some work done by just existing in the back line.
Yeah, Captain America has a much better neutral than Wolverine. Wolverine's neutral's pretty
Right.
much non-existent. Um, his literal only one condition is that dive, and if he misses, he. I've had a fair share of Wolverines just throw my game. But yeah, Wolverine's demise was just written in stone the moment the Thing came out, because now you could have just two tanks that are just immune to Wolverine's gameplay loop. Um,
Incredibly situational pick.
yeah. Um, let's see. Who else do I put in A tier? Did I put Venom in A plus?
Venom. Venom. No, no, no.
No, I
Venom's
don't put him
A2.
in. I don't put him in A plus. I think he's better than
I've never
these
really been
two.
that terrified.
Do I think he belongs?
Eee. Eee. Mm-mm. 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 Lower.
I'll
Lower.
put him here. I'm not putting him beneath any of these guys.
True. Yeah. Just his health and his fucking swing are worth putting him above the rest.
Okay. Let's talk about Venom. He's really good. He's got a lot of health. He's especially when he's if he has like a Spider-Man on his team, they both just sit in A plus comfortably. And usually you will run them, but often if you know they're both on the enemy team, you're gonna ban one or the other. But actually no. I already said with Venom, Spider-Man's in A tier. And I don't even think Venom's in A plus tier at all. Yeah. Anyways, sorry. Let me get back to it. His ultimates are really good. Gives him like he can kill people by himself with it, but they do kind of have to have a little of their health, gone already. But with any type of damage boost, he can one shot. Yeah, no, I still wouldn't put him above any of these guys.
So one of the let me tell you something about his ult. His ult does 50% damage on your
Plus,
total health.
yeah, fifty
If you're a
percent plus
Groot,
50.
yeah, if you're a Groot, you're going from how much health to how much health?
I think he's got
You
like
know what I
seven.
mean?
He's got like 725 or 700 or something like that. So he's going down to like
So you're going
400
from
something.
700 to Black Panther health. I just think his ult is really strong used correct.
Yeah. Venom's good. He's got great
Yeah, he's
mobility.
still A2.
You could wall climb. Um, yeah, there's really nothing else to say. Mostly because I don't know too much about his kit, but I know the basics about his kit. But who else? Anyone else in A tier? Thor. Yeah, A tier is congested, dude. Better than him. Better than him. I'm gonna have to
Better than
reposition.
him.
I'm gonna have to reposition Squirrel Girl to like.
Why? No, like give me a good reason. I just want to know.
I just think Captain America's better.
But I don't know. The double CC kills most of the diving tank and most of the diving characters. Like it
We're
gives your
not. We're
team
not
enough
talking.
time to put in.
We're not talking about like these characters in like, oh, what if Squirrel Girl was one v oneing.
I get that. I get that. But like somebody who plays her religiously, the output of her, even if you're brain dead, is just so much.
Thor. Put him above you. You above Venom. Hmm.
His ult is better than Venom's ult. Yeah, he is better than
And
Venom. I'm
then
more scared of Thor than I am a good Venom. I'll be honest.
I'm gonna have him stop there. I don't think he's better than Mantis because Mantis is usually being run with Star Lord and Adam, and that combo is unstoppable. Yeah, Thor. I think Thor goes here. He is the king of brawl. Um, he gets just so much shield, like, but at the same time, in neutral, he sucks. But his brawl makes up for it so much. He's got great mobility. He gains, I think, 100 shield whether he's throwing Mjolnir or charging at people. His electricity field does 50 damage and slows people down. And for anyone who doesn't have like a movement ability, like an instant, like a rocket dash or like someone like Adam Warlock, if you slow him down and use your Thor ult, he's dead. He can't get away. Um, his Rune Awakening, the burst on that thing is ridiculous. He's essentially just like a beefier DPS.
That should be nerfed. I'm not a big guy on nerfs, and I usually don't say most things need to be nerfed. That shit needs to be nerfed. Sorry, because he can get his Rune Awakening like what every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, fucking nerf that shit. No, the amount of times I've died to one of those shing halfway across the fucking map is unbelievable.
Yeah, Thor's good. He hits you in the face, you die. That's pretty much it. Um, yeah. Pun. Are we past A tier yet? Let's see.
Mm,
Let's see where she goes.
A plus, A. I'm not in good conscience.
No, 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 no. Okay, here because Hawkeye's. I don't want to spoil it. Hawkeye's A plus. He's A plus. Punisher's A plus. I met like where is she? She's not in the same tier as some people put um Star Lord in S tier. I don't think he's that good because she exists. But yeah, I cannot. You're gonna see why she doesn't fit in the crowd with A plus. You're gonna see. Did I put her above Spider Man?
Yes,
Did I put her above Wolverine? Yes. Did
yes,
I put her above Squirrel
yes,
Girl?
yes.
Put her above Hulk.
I would put her
I don't put her.
either
I don't
under
put her above Hulk
Mantis. What?
because
What?
his team ups, his shield. Actually, I'll maybe put her above Hulk.
Isaiah, her team up gives Black Panther a fucking reset, like a tracer reset, or whatever y'all call that shit. Same with Psylocke.
Who
People don't understand how
who
insane her team up is.
cares?
Nah,
it's
bro. Her team up is diabolical.
that is not the like that team up is not the difference maker. I'm gonna be honest.
It can save someone from one health. Takes them all the way back and gives them all the health they had. That's insane. But I mean,
I'll put her above Venom. Yeah, I think I'm
I don't
comfortable
know.
with
She's
putting.
just so strong, dude. Like her being
Okay,
on point.
let's talk about her. Okay. She's got a couple different routes to a one-shot combo in her base form. Dark Child can one-shot through Luna or not one shot, can combo through Luna ult. I don't know how it's done, but I've seen it done. And with any type of damage boost, she just has an easier time doing so. Her little
Not
demon
only
thing,
that, Dark Child has 360 damage. So you can in one swoop you can hit everybody
yeah, she has a
around you 360.
360 swing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and her demon thing does a lot of DPS. I think for most tanks it'll if they like just stand in it, does that kill them? No, no, it won't kill them. But it'll bring them down to like 300 or 200 health. It does a crazy amount of damage if you just stand in it for some reason. Um, then she's got invincibility frames on her teleport. She can be played either brawly or in a flanker way, but she's not really the best at either of those things. She's more of like a get a kill and then leave type. She's not lingering in backline and she's not lingering in the brawl. Um, yeah, and her Dark Child form is good. It's really, really good. I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm looking. I keep like glancing at Mantis, and she really doesn't feel like she fits here. I'm thinking about putting her. No, no, no. I have to keep her there.
I
Um,
think her speed is really good in her ult. It
yeah.
makes hitting anybody just so much harder.
Okay, do we have anyone else who's A tier?
Namor without the team ups is A tier.
No more is being run with. No, no
He's
more.
A plus tier actually. He's A plus tier.
With or without the team ups, he's A
He might
plus.
actually even be best in their category.
Well,
Fuck, he's a really good character.
it's between him and I hate getting into spoilers, but who cares? People are gonna skip to the end of this video anyways. It's between him and Hella, um, being best in the category,
They're
and
both
I
different categories though. So
no best in the category. I mean
like
like
roles. Sorry.
Yeah,
Mm,
best in their role, or but DPS Vanguard and strategist. Uh, but in the DPS role or category, it's between these two being the best of all DPS. But
True.
real quick.
Okay, let's jump up to A plus. If anybody else goes in, we'll just figure it out.
Oh, Luna.
Strange. Yeah, top of A makes sense. I would
Uh,
have put her A plus tier still.
okay. Here's the thing about Luna Snow. The only like outstanding thing about her is her ult, and half the cast can one shot through it. Well, not half the cast can one shot through it. A couple of characters can one shot through it, like Iron Man or what's this, or Wanda or what's his name, Moon Knight. Who else can one shot through it? Hawkeye. But then you just add any type of damage amp, and then that opens up half the cast to one shotting through her ult. So
I think her freeze is really intensely strong.
her freeze is also really intensely strong. She's got team ups with Namor and Jeff that make them so good. Actually, no, Jeff's going in A plus tier, so I have to put. Actually, no, no, he has to go in A plus tier. He's an unkilled. I didn't want
Yeah.
to I didn't want to spoil it, but
Anything
Jeff.
else is blasphemy, bro.
Yeah.
Anything else is blasphemy, brother.
We'll put these two up here real quick. Is Jeff better than Ad? If you're playing Jeff, you're not playing him as a main healer
As a
at all.
healer.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyone else going in? Okay, we'll talk about these two real quick before we go. Oh, is anyone else? Let us know. Our ultimate's great, but has most of the player base has figured out ways to counter it. Um, there are like 3 or 4 characters in the base roster who can just one shot her through it, and then you add any type of um, damage amp, and that opens up like half the cast to being able to do it, like Black Widow or Hawkeye or Venom or Thor. Who else? I think Groot can, Namor can, Punisher can, a lot like even Star Lord can. So the best thing about her kit can be countered by just so many things. Um, her free a stun will always be a stun. You just stop ultimate. It's good. Then she's got really great burst healing. Um, got great team ups. Luna does good. There, she's great. She's one of the best healers in the game for a reason.
Also, one of the most banned characters in the game for a reason.
Yeah. Um, Sometimes even like you just ban Luna to make Namor worse.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
because
yeah,
because Luna makes Namor so good.
yeah. That
Just even
C is insane.
even better than he already is. Jeff the Land Shark, you guys are gonna feel like this is a troll list with me putting him above all these characters that we've placed here so far. However, if you're playing Jeff the Land Shark in a double support comp, you're throwing. If you're playing Jeff the support, if you're playing Jeff the Land Shark in a double support comp and trying to be a main healer, you're also throwing. When you have three healers on your team and Jeff is flanking, he is unkillable unless you have a Hawkeye because it's the instant one shot. He is unkillable. Um, in his little like under the water thing he's got going on, he's got really great over time healing, or what was it called, gradual healing. He can heal himself up in the water, pretty not slowly, at a pretty good rate, and his bubble is instant burst healing that also gives him what's it called, a speed boost. With Luna Snow he does more damage, and like you cannot kill
Hold
him.
on, continue. I'll be right back.
All right, yeah, you cannot kill Jeff. You can't. And his ultimate, he can usually get around 2 to 3 ish people, and if you don't kill him, the fight's over. Um, Jeff, like he's the best flanker in the game by far, and it's really not even close. There's essentially just like you, if you're gonna play Black Panther, you may as well play Jeff. If you're gonna play Spider Man, you may as well play Jeff. Um, yeah, for the sake of flanking, there's no one better. Um, I'm gonna be honest. Um, Yeah, Jeff's amazing. He's unkillable. Anyone else in A plus tier? Let's see. Strange, nope. I already said it before. Hawkeye. The only reason he's in A plus tier is because he's simply not in S tier. Um, but yeah, let's talk about Hawkeye real quick. Um, Hawkeye, like Hawkeye one shots. Is that
Can
enough?
you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, this is absolutely correct. The only thing is, as a Hawkeye, you need to be correctly positioned. That's your only problem.
yeah, and I don't really like everyone in the game needs to be correctly positioned. If that's his only problem, then he's got no weaknesses. He does have a weakness in the sense of all the snipers have a weakness of triple tank comp position. Um, and he does have a weak if Venom dives on him, there's nothing he can do. If Thor dives on him, he has a chance, but it usually does end up with lights out for Hawkeye. Um, that's pretty much it. Triple tank is great against him because that's one less person who can be one shot, and that usually ends up being a like 500, 600, 700 health target just diving him. And what is he gonna do? Hit like three headshots in a row before they kill him? No. Um,
I
his
don't know.
no,
I don't know.
he's not hitting three
I
headshots.
don't.
You see how small Venom's hitbox is? He's all that fucking jumping and diving around he's doing. The,
So
mm,
the one thing about all these dive characters is right. They're running right at you. They're always running towards your face. Thor gets dinked in the face. I've played Hawkeye quite a bit, bro. Thor gets dinked in the face. At least in my ranks, he's a bitch. Venom gets bitched. Hulk gets bitched. There's literally other. If you're playing correctly into your team, you're not a victim to anybody. You have bullet repellents, all projectile repellents. You have a slash that throws enemies halfway across the map and does
that's
not half
true.
across, throws enemies away from you, does 50 damage. So you're a little bit die proof if you know how to use it. and you can one shot people. Like that's insanely strong.
Hawkeye's only counter in this game is Venom.
Squirrel
Uh,
girl.
Venom,
No. Yo,
Venom and Captain America are in a similar um niche of Hawkeye is gonna have a lot of trouble with those two. Um,
dude, what's really funny is I use Squirrel Girl to counter Hawkeye because she not only does she have a tiny hitbox, she does the same amount of damage anywhere on the map. So if you're not in range for him to charge up his shot to 100, he's kind of dookie. But not like he's a really good character and his kid is insane. But I'd say
again,
like he has more counters than people think.
you gotta stop thinking about
No, he
these
has more
characters.
counters than people think. Like
I would not
way more.
call
Anybody who can do damage out of range of his charge up is almost like a counter to him.
I would not call I like I never have a Hawkeye on the enemy team. I'm like, oh quick, let's load up Squirrel Girl. For the sake of like
Well, that just means your DPS isn't thinking hard. Like
dude.
what's that one map? And this always happens. This always happens. I'm gonna tell you about this. The convergence map, the Clintar map.
Mhm.
People always love to pick Hawkeye because of the choke, right? But if you stay this is very situational, and this is like just me giving you a piece of insight on both of the characters. If it came down to a choke point, I would still give pure damage and DPSing up to Squirrel Girl.
Sure.
But he is an insane character. I would just say he has more counters than people think.
I don't
I don't know.
think
I would still
I
put
don't
him top of A tier. I wouldn't put him A plus, bro.
no you can't put him beneath A plus because he does have a one shot. You can't. You cannot put him
Okay, agreed. Understandable.
um
But no situation.
yeah, Hawkeye's good. There's really nothing. His ultimate is kind of weird. It is a confirmed kill. You usually will get like one kill with it. Um, but yeah, I think just like Adam, his ult is the weakest part of his kit. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, moving on to other people in A plus tier, we have Star Lord.
Storm.
Yeah, Storm too. We'll get to Storm. Star Lord's better than him. Star Lord's better than her. Better than him. Yeah, that's how I feel. Do I? Yeah, I do. I do. I would rather have a Star-Lord on my team than I would rather have a Hawkeye. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I would. His ultimate is too good. Let
Yeah. Yeah.
Legendary is way too good. Um, and he gets it so fast. I think get like most Star-Lords get it like once every fight, just about.
Yeah. At the end
Um,
of every fight,
yeah.
Star Lord has it.
And that ultimate was it last like 9 seconds or something like that. Unless a you have to either you respond with a Magneto ult or a defensive support ult, or you lose.
You get
That
6 clips, that's all I know in
yeah
Star-Lord's ult. And yeah, it's you have to counter ult it or else you lose. So yeah, you're force ulting every time you ult
yeah. Um,
or making
Starlo's
the
good.
enemy force ult.
He's got insane DPS. Can he like get a tank to like about half health in one clip, something like that?
Uh, yeah, or
Yeah.
like I wouldn't say half, but you can take 1/3 of their health. Sure.
Okay. But yeah, he's got great DPS. His ultimate's amazing. Got invincibility frames. He can fly. He's got among some of the best movement in the game. There's just no flaws in this kit at all.
None. And
Yeah,
he can destroy a lot of ultimates and survive a lot of ultimates with
his flip,
his leap.
his flip also
Yeah.
revives bullets or not revives bullets. His flip
Auto reloads.
auto reloads bullets for him. With Adam Warlock on the team, which you probably will be running, considering. I'm considering it. but S tier is just like an
I
upper
think I
echelon.
mean, if we're gonna put either Heller or Namor in best in their category, he deserves S tier.
Okay, well we'll do this.
Purely for the fact that like, how are you really killing him with an ult? Like you can destroy Magneto's ult with his flip. Did you know that?
You can destroy it with this. Oh yeah, that's right. Because
Yeah,
he's invulnerable and he flips into the Magneto. It still
and it still counts as hitting
it
something.
collides with him. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
like
probably needs
any throwable projectile ult.
to be patched because the implication of the flip is that he's invincible because he's dodging it, not because he. Anyways, um, anyone
Like
else?
BP ult doesn't hit him. Iron Man ult doesn't hit him. You can do flip out of Moon Knight ult.
Psylocke. Um, the she's one of the
Dude, I'm
best in.
sorry. I still think Star Lord is S plus. I mean S tier.
We'll see. As I might change it. I might. He might go to S tier.
She's
We'll see.
perfectly where she belongs. Psylocke is perfectly where she belongs.
Yeah. Psylocke has essentially just like a shotgun type main attack, can melt squishies pretty reliably, has great movement ability, that invisibility is great, and her dash does a fair bit of damage. What is it, like 75 on that dash?
Something like that.
Something like that. Her ultimate's good. You either have, well, people have started to figure out how to counter that ultimate. Usually, if she's trying to get a team wipe, everyone just like stands there and holds hands, and then you'll all be fine. It's like getting like a needle uh, at the doctor to just bear through the pain, and like healers just look at your teammates, and everything's gonna be fine. However, if it's just two healers, just if it's just two healers inside her ult, they just heal each other and they're
They just
fine.
heal each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And outside of that, most of the cast has mobility to get out of it, and tanks are usually going to be living through that anyways. So her ult's good
I've
if you,
I've genuinely seen tanks stop still and just stare at her.
yeah, her ult's good most of the time. A good coordinated team will survive it, but you can catch people lacking and get like 3 kills with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she belongs here. She's not quite like Hawkeye is at the level of like server admin if he's just like he has the potential to be best in category, but you have to just hit every shot, and that's not consistent. So I'm not gonna be basing Hawkeye off of this magical player who's every single game hitting every single headshot. But yeah, Hawkeye, she's not on the same level, or she's not above Hawkeye, I will say, like consistently. Anyone else in A plus tier? We'll go with Storm.
Punisher.
We'll go with Storm first.
Or actually, no, I
Um,
would put Punisher in A tier.
we'll see.
I would put him in A.
Do I put?
No, she's not. She's bottom of A tier. I mean, bottom of A plus tier. Sorry. And the only reason she's up there is because of her
It's
ult
because of her
for
ult.
me
Yeah.
personally. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So we agree.
Storm's good. Overhyped. Yeah, she's.
Low skill ceiling. No.
I'm
No
I'm
man.
speaking my
No
truth, bro.
man.
Whatever.
No man.
Oh, sorry. Dude, she's outside of her ult. She just like
No
gets like
man.
15 deaths, dude. She just dies over and over and over again.
The damage of her clap headshot is also really.
Who cares? When are,
Yeah,
dude,
every
dude, listen,
dive character cares. Isaiah.
listen,
Let me
dude,
tell you
when are,
something.
oh,
Every
so,
dive character
dude,
cares.
there's never been a time where I die and it's like, this Luna Snow, she hit all 3 procs of her ice. Whatever, we'll keep Luna
Isaiah,
Snow.
this is feedback from a dedicated rocket main. I'm giving you feedback from a dedicated DPS main. Diving a Luna Snow is a very risky thing to do because if she freezes you and hits you with a headshot, there's no way you're making it back to your team without dying.
Okay, I'll leave Luna Snow there. Although Jeff in my heart. No, I cannot. I won't put Jeff. But like I just like came back to my senses. Luna's better than Jeff.
Thank you, bro.
Um,
Thank you. Fuck. Bro, the Jeff was
uh,
speaking in his ear like the devil. Put me above her.
okay. Who's next? Groot. No, Groot's in S tier. I'll
Holy
say it. I'll say
shit.
it. I'll say it out loud. Punisher. Let's see.
I would have actually put Groot in A tier. I would have put Punisher in A tier too.
Punisher is above you. Punisher's above you. Punisher's above you.
You're thinking of Punisher with the team up though,
Nope.
right?
I'm thinking
You're thinking of base
maybe I
Punisher?
maybe I am. Am I thinking of this team up? He can.
Your initial
Okay.
thought, I promise you, is Punisher with the team up, bro.
Yeah. Maybe I'm thinking about him with the
The
damage boost
mind of a rocket.
where he's
No, you think about him with the mind of a rocket, bro.
no, I'm thinking about him with like the amplifier where he's killing through Luna all. I'm thinking about him with amplify or even I think
As
just
I said, through the mind of a rocket, bro.
I think just base shotgun is even without amplifier it's killing Jeff if he's like in his face. But that doesn't ever happen anyways. But Punisher
Mm.
counter storm. I will put him here. Like without Rocket, I'm putting him here. With Rocket, I'm putting him here.
With
And
Rocket, I'd even put him in S tier. He melts through every shield, every wall. But without
okay,
Rocket, he's
with Rocket, do I think with okay, Punisher with
not better
Rocket
than Star Lord, unfortunately.
with dude with Rocket. I mean, both of these guys eat so hard off Rocket amp.
Yeah, true. But without Rocket Amp, Star Lord eats a little more.
It is more common to see a Punisher and a Rocket together than it is uncommon. Do you agree?
Of course, yeah, I agree. But we're basing characters off their base
No, no,
team
no,
up
we're
base
not
form.
because Hulk without his team ups is like here.
And that's exactly where I put him too. I actually put him B tier, but you wanted to put it
I'm not putting Hulk feet. Where do I have Hulk? Right here.
better than Squirrel Girl, I think. I don't know.
Better. Yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
I think
Because
so, yeah.
I'm including his team up. Um, but I am. You're seeing if you're seeing Punisher, you're seeing a Rocket, and
I guess. I understand what you're saying.
let's talk about the Punisher. His turret. We'll start with the weakest part of his kit. Why don't we? His turret has 600 damage, or not 600 damage, 600 health. I think it's got like 200 bullets, and it's got the bullets are projectiles, and that's the weakness of the turret. But they do also have explosive damage, so you don't even really have to hit the bullet if you're on high ground and you just shoot at the enemy team's
Just shoot
feet.
at the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
um, you get the damage anyways. And the turret just it's just so tanky. Like you have to it's actually like his turret you have to do like a type of like mini team coordination. Everyone shoot at the turret real quick. A big threat.
Yeah.
Um then
Unless you're playing Squirrel Girl.
why okay unless you're playing Squirrel what?
The turret is a problem unless you're playing Squirrel Girl
Why is that?
or Moon Knight. Because Squirrel Girl has this OP right hand peek where you can shoot him behind a wall,
Yeah, but even if you are
and his
behind a wall, he
AOE isn't that massive where he can hit you. It's not that big. It has to be like directly on your feet. So any good right hand peek where he doesn't know where you're shooting from, his turret is 2 to 3 shots for maybe.
I can see that. So yeah, Squirrel Girl by herself is a character that can take out his turret. Um, but yeah, his turret is great. I think he could almost get like his ult off of that thing. I think he usually gets like 50 or 60% charge, something like that. He like gets his ultimate so quick. Um, if obviously the entire team just lets him shoot them. but that obviously doesn't happen. They're either being like shielded or they destroy the turret. But yeah, his turret's good. Then his AR is a hit scan. Um, that's it's just good. He it doesn't even have very much fall off. Infinite ammo that thing, and he's just mowing down through like three people.
They
Usually
increased the bloom on it, and it's still OP. Not OP, but it's still really, really.
the shotgun can one shot any squishy even without damage boost. Um, but in amplifier, if Luna Snow's ulting, he just easily just like kind of like he's got like headphones in his ears, like we're on easy street, and it feels and he's literally just like one shot through Luna ult. And then there's his ultimate, one of the best in the game. Only thing that counters it is really either Susan Storm's ultimate because he Susan Storm's ultimate because he can't see them, or Luna Snow's ultimate because it out heals the damage. But then you just amplify it and he kills Luna Snow anyways. So the only like real
Yeah, as
threat,
far as olds go, those two are probably the only ones.
yeah. So the only thing that really does counter it is Susan Storm's ult, and it's just like, what if Punisher just walks in there?
No, but that's suicide. That is suicide.
It can be unless your team plays around. Like it's very situational. Obviously I'm not talking about a Punisher. And team, stand back while I handle this. He just walks it alone. It's no. Um, yeah. Punisher, does he really? He's very still when he's on his he's immobile on his turret obviously, and he's very slow during his ultimate. He does have weaknesses, but they're countered by his just absurd, ridiculous damage per second. There's like he's good. He's really really good. And with Rocket, I like struggle to not put him in S. Um,
Okay, now we start getting to the big guys
okay,
in the
Rocket
ranks.
Raccoon. Let's see. Yep. How about
Ugh.
and this is where I will talk, okay? Is that okay?
Go ahead. Yo, bro, chill on that shit.
I'm about to say, I'm about
Like I'm gonna blink and he's slowly gonna climb another one.
to.
Yo, look!
Okay.
Mm,
I
all
feel,
right, is that your opinion? Is
I
that
feel,
the
yes,
final?
this
Are we
is my
locking that
opinion,
in?
and you can argue about this afterwards. Okay. Rocket Raccoon has some of the best healing in the game. Um, I've had plenty of games where it's essentially just like three games where it's just me on healer, and we're winning team fights. And it's just because Rocket Raccoon, the benefit of his overtime healing is that he can heal someone, look away from them, still be healing them, and look and heal someone else, and be healing like multiple people at a time like that. Luna Snow does have what's it called? Piercing healing. So if people are like lined up or in front of each other, she can heal multiple people. But she can't like heal someone and also be healing another person at the same time, the same way Rocket can. Rocket Raccoon does not have to see you to heal you. Rocket Raccoon, his he pretty much cannot die. If you die more than 3 times, um, you're throwing. He's a tank shredder. Like everyone will argue, oh, but there's other people who heal better. Name me a healer that can save someone from a Hawkeye one shot. All right, Rocket Raccoon can.
Wait,
Revive
how does
Beacon.
Rocket Raccoon save someone from a Hawkeye one shot?
Revive Beacon.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, bro.
Rocket Raccoon enables most of the cast to one shot through, or not most, half of the cast to one shot through any single support alt. Rocket Raccoon does not need peel like Luna Snow does. Rocket Raccoon doesn't die. Rocket Raccoon tank shreds. Rocket Raccoon makes Punisher one of the best DPS in the game. Uh, the only weakness that he does have is that he is not going to carry the game on his back the same way Hela would, or Hawkeye would, or who else? Maybe like Punisher or Star Lord, but they have a much harder time carrying a game. Um, there, there, there's no way in good conscience I could put him beneath Luna Snow because the only thing even keeping her in the conversation is her ultimate. That gets countered by like half the team in the game if Rocket's on the enemy team. Um, Rocket does have a weakness of things like Star Lord's ult, Punisher's ult,
That's
um,
not really a weakness. Everybody does that shit.
except Luna Snow can keep his her team alive unless it's like damage boosted. The point is for these like ultimates that like are threats to the entire team, like they'll pretty much die instantly. Rocket cannot save his team from a team wiping type ult. That's his weakness. But there's no healer in the game who can save a fight after a lucky like Hawkeye shot. Usually in this game, when one person dies on your team, the fight's over and you lose. Rocket Raccoon prevents that. The Yeah, Rocket Raccoon's A+ tier right here. I actually like I'll argue with anyone to the ends of the earth on this one.
So, okay, I am not disagreeing with you. I really like the fact that Rocket Raccoon is not a victim to absolutely anybody. That's the biggest part about his whole fucking character kit. He is not a victim to anybody. Tell me one character that he's a victim to. None.
I will say Spider-Man can give you a bit of trouble, but you just most of the time just get away. But he does like have like the with the Venom combo.
The pole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the pole or yeah, the pole thing that
But I mean,
he
I
could.
play Spider-Man and I can't consistently get him.
Yeah,
He is movable.
I will say Spider-Man will kill Rocket maybe like 30 to 40% of the time. Other than that, I don't really see anyone on this in this game besides maybe Hella.
The revive beacon is very is a huge W. I will say that his healing, if it gets interrupted, is useless.
Yeah, I'll say that. I'll agree. Wait, what do you mean interrupted?
So, like, if you're healing somebody and they get shot at, your healing stops.
No, it doesn't.
Like, doesn't it stop healing or like reset?
No, you're probably thinking so a lot of Rocket players are just spamming healing out towards you. So they'll throw a healing orb towards you, then immediately throw another one. So they'll cancel the heals that you're getting on the first healing orb, and then you'll have to wait for the second one to travel to you.
Well, that and then the fact that sometimes I have to like follow the healing orb to get more heals.
Yeah, because say like you're moving forward and the orb is moving to your left, then obviously if you
You
keep
have to
going,
follow
yeah.
the orb. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'll say it again. Rocket Raccoon does not need to be in the same room as you to help you win a fight. Rocket Raccoon can save a fight after a lucky Hawkeye one shot. Rocket Raccoon can shred any tank in the game. Rocket Raccoon is almost as unkillable as Jeff. Rocket Raccoon enables half the cast to kill through defensive ults.
He's also very unnoticeable. Like
Yeah, he's
his,
got a small hitbox. Um,
yeah, he can hide in a lot of places where you wouldn't even check.
Infinite ammo is amazing. Um,
Wall climb.
yeah, I'm sorry, his mobility is unkillable.
Yeah.
His team up with with Groot is one of the weaker. He's actually the weakest part of his kit by far because Groot will take him into areas he doesn't want to be in. But yeah, I'm saying he's here. I'll people want to like say you're stupid and just any like slur you can think of. I do not care. He's here. Um, yeah, I think now we're getting into the S tier and best of the category tier. Hella is obviously in best of the category
Yeah.
tier.
Strange best of category.
I'm conflicted between Strange and Magneto. Magneto is a better offensive shield tank, and Strange is a better defensive shield tank. Wait, no, no.
Right, but if you
Wait, wait,
hear
wait,
no, 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 if
wait.
you
I think I
hear
mixed that up.
you said it the
Strange,
opposite.
Strange
Yeah,
is better offense. Magneto's better defense.
because of the bubble. But which one are you more afraid of? Fear Magneto or by the Eye of Agamotto? I by far am more scared of Eye of Agamotto.
Okay, so Magneto can protect his entire team with his ult. Strange can like kill the enemy team with his ult. His bubble, if he's got any type of damage boost, he's killing through. I don't know. Like this is really hard. Um,
Well, Strange is a thing. His what call it? His self explosion or whatever it's called. One shots through all healer ults
even
without
without
any damage boost.
without damage boost,
Without damage boosts, yes.
I don't know. Like they both do like different stuff, but they're both the best in what they do. It's just like what
Well,
would
the one sealing the sealing deal, the thing that seals the deal is TP. Sorry, TP puts him in
yeah,
best
oh my
of
how did
yeah,
I even forget teleport?
yeah,
You can rightfully win a game. Like you'll have all right, guys, we win, pack it up. We're at 99%, and the entire enemy team could. Yeah, yeah, I permaban Strange.
yeah,
Um, yeah, you like Strange makes it so that teams who have no right to win get a second chance. Like you win the
yeah.
game off this huge team fight, and maybe there's like three or four of you left, and then all six of them come back, and now you have to get and they might win. That's what Strange can
You could
do.
literally, you could get, you could play fucking Wanda the whole game, right? And it could be 89, and you could be losing. You could switch to Strange and Portal onto point and win the whole game. And Strange playing Strange for what 30 seconds won you that game.
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
that's fucking crazy.
Strange's only weakness, the only reason I was having trouble between him and Magneto, because their ults are even, but they do different things. So Magneto's ult's not better than Strange's ult. Strange's ult's not better than Magneto's ult. Strange's shield can be broken. If enough people just like, hey, just focus Strange real quick, his shield can be broken. That's it. But his AoE that can one shot any squishy, Agamotto that stuns for what was it 6 7 seconds?
I think I think his ult's better, dog. Agamotto on 5 people, 6 people
Yeah, but
versus a Magneto ult that's only killing one, maybe
no,
two.
you're not using Magneto ult. You're using Magneto ult to defend from
Counter, yeah,
these
to
DPS
counter other
ults.
ults too,
Yeah.
right?
Um. Yeah.
But still,
Yes. Strange. Or let's get to Magneto. Oh, so before we talk
F
Magneto,
F.
yes, Strange is like his AoE kills any squishy. His oh sorry. His AoE kills any squishy. Agamotto is like a 6 second AoE stun or something like that. And Portal just gives a second chance to a team that has like no right to win. Um yeah. Strange is the best tank in the game, and the only time he's got any type of weakness is if you've got infinite ammo Punisher. And for me, that happens pretty often. Um so that's why I was having trouble putting him in the best of the
You could just
category.
run Strange Mag and have
Yeah,
best of both worlds.
you can
They're
just
not
you
banned.
can just run Strange Mac, but usually one of these two are getting banned.
Yeah,
But
most of the time.
the only time these two are not getting banned is if for some reason the team decides to ban Groot. I'm not saying for some reason because there is valid reason to ban Groot. But before I go to Groot, let's talk about Magneto. Uh, we'll get to these guys soon. Um, let's talk about Magneto. Magneto has an unbreakable shield that is up for what is it like 1.5 or 2 seconds, and on top of that he can bubble himself or all of his defensive abilities are unbreakable. Let's start with that. He's got a one shot combo. I think it's left click, right click, left click. So he can one shot any 250 health target. They literally increased his damage by 5 so that he could do this. He used to do 245 damage. They increased it by 5 so that Magneto has the potential to do that. Yeah, I'm being serious.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals is so funny with their nerfs and patches, bro.
Yeah, his ult counters essentially, well, not even essentially, it counters any defensive ult in the game so long as he gets a direct hit, and that does happen like more often than not. But in the case that it doesn't, I personally damage boost Magneto so that even if he does slightly miss, he still kills them. Um, but yeah, Magneto's one of the goats. There really is nothing wrong with him at all.
Yeah, he not lying when he says fear Magneto, bro.
Yeah, dude, I've seen him get. It's very very rare. But sometimes I get like 2 or 3 kills. It's so scary. Anyways, Groot. Groot is just walling off people is so valuable. For like if I'm gonna just I play Rocket. So I can heal people even when they're walled off, but a lot of healers in this game need to have line of sight on the person they're trying to heal them. If Groot just walls them off, they die. Groot does his primary fire does amazing damage by himself, no damage boost. If he's headshotting and he's got like 3 walls set up around, he'd need to ult the Luna Snow, and he'd need to set up 3 walls, and he'd need to like throw his little seed burst thing so the walls are attacking her and headshot her. But he can kill through Luna Snow without any damage amp. He does have a weakness, and that is Wolverine, which I put all the way down here, which I stand by. Um, and Bucky. Bucky is also another hard,
Huge weakness.
yeah, huge weakness for
Spider
him.
Man.
I'm not putting Spider-Man as a counter. I know he does have a
Ninety
pull.
percent of my pulls. Yeah, 90% of my pulls is Groot,
I
bro. The
know he
biggest
is.
hitbox. He's so
Okay.
yummy. He's so yummy. Dude, the last video I dropped was literally me pulling Groot off the.
Yeah, but okay. So here's the thing: the the reason why Spider-Man,
But also, not
Spider-Man,
every map has an off the map
yeah,
spot,
that's what I
so
was about to say.
I get it.
Spider-Man, in order to be, if every map had a conveniently placed pit to hell, yes, Spider-Man would be Spider-Man would be another counter to Groot,
No,
but that's not always like
the thing
available.
with
You know what I mean?
Spider-Man's pull is there is no conveniently placed pit of hell other than like 1 or 2 maps. You have to do. Let me count the keys I press.
No, no,
Let
no.
me
What I,
hold
no,
on.
no. Before you do that,
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying is there are a lot of points that just don't have like a pit, like at all. No matter um, like I think most of the first point on Convoy for Black Panther's map does not have like a pit. That Spider-Man can, like pull you off of. Point is in order to be a counter to Groot, Spider-Man needs a pit to do so, and if he does have
True,
one,
true, true,
then
true. But he
yes,
is still a counter. Yeah. But dude, I press 8 keys under 1.5 seconds to pull off the Spidey combo. I want
nice.
you to know. I want you to know that. Dude,
Um,
arthritis is coming for me.
but yeah, Groot's ultimate is amazing. Do I put? Yeah, I put Magneto above Groot.
Oh, for
Um,
sure. Yeah, for
and
sure.
does it really matter? Best, they're all the best in their categories, so they're all doing.
I think those two deserve to be. It doesn't matter. No, they. No, it doesn't matter. I think they're both the same
Yeah, whatever,
ranking
whatever.
based on role.
There's no order up here. We'll say that.
Yeah,
But yeah, Groot. Um, he's great.
that's like the
Ultimate.
council, bro. Like nobody's better than the other person. They're all
Yeah.
on the council.
Groot's amazing. Um, his ultimate's
Mag is
great.
still better though.
He's got
Yeah.
great damage. So walling off people is actually insane. Yeah, that's Groot. Esther. There's no question about it. Now we get into Namor. Um, with
Yep.
with Luna Turret, I'd put him here. Without it, I'm putting him here. That's how small the difference is. He's good with or without Luna.
Yeah.
Um, flanking Namor is every team's worst nightmare. That's why Namor started getting banned, because flanking Namor became like the meta for this character. He'd place 3 turrets behind you. And so here's the thing: you have 2 options. Shoot the Namor and then he'll just go into his bubble and his turrets will kill you,
Or shoot the turret.
or shoot the turrets and he kills you. Those are your options, or you run. That's and even if you do run, the turrets are auto lock.
He's coming.
Yeah, and he can still probably see you because he usually sets
Yeah.
himself up on high ground. There is essentially no counter to a Namor other than being a tank. There's no counter to a
Yeah.
flanking Namor other than being a
Or
tank
a squirrel girl.
or anyone with high
Yeah.
mobility who can just like run away.
Agreed.
Namor's good. He does insane damage, slightly less than Hela, I think, and or his primary fire does slightly less than Hela, and it's a projectile. But he also has two or three minions to do some auto lock damage for him, and he's got invincibility bubble.
Fucking minions.
And anytime Namor's in the bubble, what does he do? What is he spamming? Heal me, heal me, heal me, heal me. So he's usually gonna heal in the bubble. So um, he's got an invincibility. Jeez, invincibility bubble that he's usually going to heal in. So either you shoot the turrets while he's in the bubble, and then he comes out and then kills you, or you shoot the bubble for some reason and the turrets kill you. That's anymore. Oh, his
Yeah, there's
we
no counter argument to him being anywhere else, to be honest.
yeah, oh, but we forgot the whale. The whale is would I say the
Uh,
weakest? You can escape the whale like so when I'm talking about like him and his like turret setup combo thing, what I'm saying is like there's no counter, but for the whale you can walk out of it if you're lucky. If you're in the dead center, which isn't very common unless you just have like the worst luck, you will die. With damage boost, whether it be Luna Snow or Rocket, I think does Mantis damage boost grant him enough damage to
no.
kill you on the outer rings? No, no,
No.
no, it doesn't because that would be
Man, it don't.
a meta thing to do.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, with Rocket Amp or Luna Amp, he can kill any 275, I think it is 275 HP character just on the outer rings.
Instantly. Yeah.
You got no
Mm.
movement ability, so your only chance to get it out is to walk away. And if you just draw the bad card, you're gonna die. Namor's up
Yeah.
here. If you disagree, you're stupid. And you need to stop playing the game. Go play Tetris or something. Um, yeah,
S.
I'm not putting fucking A tier. S tier.
Still the strongest defense all.
Strongest.
Yeah, dude, they cannot shoot you in there.
The
They
well,
don't know where the
okay.
fuck you are.
If okay, there are two different versions of her ultimate. One where the enemy team is in it, and one where they're not. Usually they're not. And when they're not, it is the strongest defense ult in the game. That's how it works.
And the time it takes for them to get up there, like the best way I explain it, or the best, how do I say this? There's only a few chosen people who are even gonna end the circle of hell, right?
Yeah.
That's the tanks. They're
Tanks.
brave enough to go in there.
Um.
The healers are in the back line, right?
Mhm.
And they lose sight of their tanks or whoever's in there, but we don't lose sight of them outside.
Yeah.
So
So the reason
the
why
biggest thing is you can shoot from in there and have no.
so I've got a very biased view against what's it called? Susan Storm because Rocket can heal into that ultimate without seeing his allies and he can place damage boost to and like half the team could just like DPS these people in the ult and just murder them. However, from a the rest of the game standpoint, um, from the rest of the game standpoint, she can go invisible. Um, she also does have another weakness
Push
of
you off.
her. She has another weakness of her primary healing does have a set distance and can go. She cannot heal at an infinite range. But she does have like that shield to make up for that. She's
Doesn't
got a
she also
little
heal through people?
yeah, her healing pierces. And it also
Okay.
does damage at the same time. Something I wish Rocket had. I hate having to choose. Um, but what was I gonna say? She can go invisible. She can place a shield down, which can save people from one shot. If she places her shield in front of Iron Man ult, you're gonna live. What else does she have? She's got a that vortex field. I think that's the weakest part of her kit, but she does have a CC ability, the push and pull thing. The push has saved my team from strange ult more times than I can count, and the pull has
Yeah,
messed up divers more times than I can count. That thing is insane. Um,
yeah.
Susan Storm's good. Great healing, great ultimate, great CC. She can go invisible. She's got great survivability, I won't say great move. She's got
I think the
enough
only problem with her,
enough
the
mobility
only
to
problem is
survive.
that
But yeah, Susan is good, really good,
yeah, very good.
really good. Anyway, anyways, Bucky,
Very feminine-esque character. Bro, just put him in best category, dog. He doesn't deserve to be anywhere. He's up
Bucky.
there. No, no, better.
No,
Infinite agains. Infinite agains.
I,
Infinite agains, Isaiah.
am I putting him above Namor?
A hook and 180 punch. Yes.
Namor,
Instant
dude.
tank displacement.
What's the cat? Tell me. Yeah, all right. Let's just talk about it. What do you do against flanking Namor?
Not much, but I play Squirrel Girl, so I'm not really a victim to his turrets. I one
What do
shot those,
you okay? And
and
so
then
and in the same vein, what do you do against Bucky that pulls you? You die. So for both of these characters, they have a you die combo.
no, 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 no. When I'm jumping, I mean, I get what you're saying, dude, but Bucky has 360 health. Think about what I just said, or
He
not three. I don't know. It's
he
300
okay.
plus.
Let's talk. Let's go through his kit
Every
because
ability gives him shield. He doesn't need to hit
let's
any
go
of
through his
them.
kit. Let's go through his kit. Let's go through his kit because that's the point of the tier list. Bucky does actually 5 less damage than Hela, and the only thing that stops that from being overpowered is the fact that it is a projectile rather than a hit scan. He does 5 less damage than Hela. Every ability he does gives him what, like 75 shield. He doesn't need to hit it. He's got 2 different CCs and one of the best ultimates in the game as long as he keeps getting these kills, which he probably will because his ultimate lowers the total health that his target has. Um, yeah, there's nothing else you need to say about this character. His little punch thing slows down people and knocks them. It knocks flyers out of the sky if it hits.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. If you get
What
hit with that thing, you're dropping down like a fly.
what else? Bucky is one of these people who's kind of just like a even if no one plays him, you just play it safe and ban him. Not for me because I play Rocket, and so I benefit if he's still in the game. But we're talking about the general player base, anyways. Yeah. I really am just like having a devil, an angel on my shoulder, like, but both of them are devils. Talk about some put me above him.
Yeah.
Um, if you want to say Namor's better, you can. If you want to say Rock or Bucky's
I just
better, you.
think he gets health off doing jack shit. I think that is better, no matter what.
But
In a
Namor
1v1
has,
situation, there's been a million times where I've gotten him, kill him, and then he pops one of his stupid ass fucking abilities and then kills me
but Namor does the
because he just
same.
gets
But Namor does the same thing, just a different flavor. He just goes.
out.
Okay, so no, I'm being serious. So you say Buggy survives and kills you because he gets all this armor. Well, Namor survives because he becomes invincible for like 5 seconds, and you die because his turrets kill you, or you kill the turrets and he kills you. Like they both do the exact same thing, just in a different way. They're impossible, or not. I won't say impossible. Very hard to kill, and they kill you.
Bucky is still better. Bucky can pull people out of their ults. That's something Namor couldn't do.
Whatever you want to
And he
play,
can do it much faster because you could say he could do it with his ult, but that's just a normal ability for Bucky.
but
You know what I mean?
Namor has the ability to like Bucky. Bucky's ultimate is amazing, and it's usually better than Namor's, but Namor does have the potential to just one shot. Whatever. If you want to place Bucky
He is
here,
better, dude.
if you want to place Namor, I do not
He
care.
is better.
Like I do not care.
Well, I mean, I'm just more worried about the Bucky on the enemy, like the enemy team. Always, he's got to go. Best in their category, bro. Just yeah, just do it.
Okay, so let's say
Only downfall is it's really hard to heal people. But if you have decent aim and you've played projectile heroes, you can do it. I believe.
okay, I know this is a bit off topic, but do we think Mr. Fantastic's better than Johnny?
Yeah, yeah. Just his tankiness is better. He
Oh
can
yeah,
stay alive on the
you're.
battlefield much.
Okay, let's talk about Loki real quick. Like, what do you want me to say? He could place a bunch of clones down that, like, let's go through the entire list. His clones can heal
No,
or
I
do
mean, like the
damage.
thing is, if someone's disagreeing, like they're stupid. That like
Yeah,
that we're both thinking this.
yeah. Um, yeah. Okay, so his clones can heal or do damage. He can swap places with his clone, so it's hard to really track him down and kill him. He can go invisible. He can place down what's it called? Immortality fields. Three of them, by the way, that not only keep you immortal, but heal you if you take damage. That thing counters
Yeah.
every no defense. Sorry, excuse me, I'm getting hiccups. No defensive ult counters one shot in this game. Loki's immortality field does because
Yeah,
the one shot thing like blows up
doesn't
everything.
matter.
It blows up everything. But in order for you to take damage, that thing has to be destroyed first. And with an ability that does
Exactly.
like one tick of damage, that tick of damage counts on his immortality field rocks. It hits that first.
Yeah.
And there's no follow up damage, so you just live. Um,
Like Magneto all gets countered. So every
dude, even like if Bucky, if Loki didn't have an ultimate, he's just here. If Loki literally
yeah,
did
the
not have an
ultimate.
ultimate, he'd be right here.
Dude, I hadn't even thought about the ultimate. Turn into who guys, he can turn into whoever he and
And
not
he,
only that, he like what how do I say this? So you can strange port like you have ability like you have all the abilities the other person has.
mhm.
Like it's not just the ult. This is what people I see people doing that I'm like, they instantly pop ult with the other character. You should just go through all your abilities first and then pop your Like, do you get what I'm saying, Isaiah? Like,
Yeah.
people instantly switch and then pop ult, but I'm like, you have, let's say you have fucking Invis Woman, right? You have a double push now.
Well, it depends. If your team's about to like die and you need the defensive ball right now, you just don't have time. Then it's okay to just instantly pop your defense ult. But in situations where it's not that, you can just like I don't know, hang out in what whoever you copy and just do some random stuff and then ult at the end. Anyways,
What's
let's
the
get to
time for it? Do you know the time? Like how long it
I
lasts?
don't, but I've heard just your powers are mine, and it's just is he gonna switch back anytime soon? I think it lasts a while. Um,
Let me see.
yeah, can you look it up real quick? Yes, on the Marvel Rivals.
If it says anything more than 10 seconds. Oh my fucking god!
Yeah, he's S tier or best in this category. How long?
His ult lasts for 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's why he's best in the category. Loki is the best because just by himself, like his base kit would put him in S tier, but his ultimate makes
Mm.
him every single character in the game. So anything you could say that's good about these other characters instantly applies to Loki. Um,
And bro, they could have literally made his invincibility thing his ult, and he would still
yeah.
be an S tier. You know what I mean? Because he can already go invisible.
No,
And
no, no, no. Wait. No, no. His immortality field. If that was an ultimate, he would be like A tier. That needs to be just like an ability on a cooldown. If it was an ultimate, it would just be
nah,
something.
dude, because he has invincibility and he has teleport or invisibility and teleport. That is already really strong for any healer. I would still put him in A plus tier. if his ult was the invincibility totems. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
He also has piercing heals that do
No,
damage.
does
You
he?
know? Yes,
His
his
heals?
heals go through everybody.
No, his no, they're AoE. Oh, so I guess they do
Well,
kind of. They
but
do, yeah.
yeah,
Anyways, Loki's amazing. Teleport, invisibility, switch place. Wait, I said teleport and switch places. Yes, he can teleport. He's got invisibility. His clones do a crap ton of healing if you're not killing them, and even if you do try to kill them, there's a very good chance he's gonna immortality field them, so you're just wasting your time. Um, his ultimate is everyone's ultimate. He is every single character in the game. Um, yeah, that's tier list. If you disagree, you guys are. If you disagree, like with S and up, you're stupid.
I'd say
Uh,
A plus. Anything A plus and up, you're dumb.
uh,
A is like
no, no. What I mean is,
tangible.
like you can swap like these guys around if you really want to. This is a little bit more set in stone. The only two that I'm like having trouble with is like just these two. Um,
No, I agree with the swap. I just mean you can't take any of those characters A plus and above. You can't put
Oh
them in
yeah, yeah.
any
No,
tier.
you can't take Storm out of A plus tier. You can't take Luna out of it. You can't take any of these guys out of A plus. You can't. You can't take these guys out of S. You can't take them out of best in the category. You can if you
Yeah,
want
that's
to
what I'm
play
saying.
Spider-Man B. You can if I wanted to do a Wolverine smear campaign, I could put him in B tier if I wanted to. You could
Dude,
put
it's just that he's not as good as people hype him up to be. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah.
yeah, he does so much damage, but he still has to be up in their fucking ass crack,
You
and he can
and
miss
he
everything.
actually has absolutely no neutral. You can put Hulk in B tier. You can put actually
You
I
could put the
guess
thing in B tier. You can, depending on what
if
rank
you
you are.
really want to. But yeah, point is everyone here you can take them out of their ranks. You cannot take any of like A you can't take A plus out of their rank. You can't take S out of their rank, and you can't take best in their category out of the rank. You're wrong. Um
Yeah.
but yes, I hope you guys did enjoy. Go check out what's your TikTok?
Jin makes clips on TikTok with a Z. You already know.
Spell it.
JINNMAKES clips with a Z.
On TikTok.
But
Go check him out. He makes a lot of short form content that you guys would like. I do a bit more just
to all my 21 and under crowd,
yeah,
come to me.
I
To
make
all the
like
unks.
I make 15 to like 2 hour videos. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe, y'all. See ya.